Hello, welcome to Life with Jerry and Mel. I'm going to try to make some sourdough. I have had my starter going for over a year now. I was doing pretty good, and then the last few months, everyone that I've tried to make is just, they haven't risen. I don't know, they just haven't been that good. So I'm trying it again. So first of all, I need my water, my warm water.
1 1/4 cup.
Then,
right?
Yes.
Okay.
And then I will pour in my sourdough starter. It says at least a half a cup, but I just kind of measure with my heart. And it's supposed to float, so yay, that's good. Then optional, you can add some honey in or not. So I like to try to do that whenever I remember it. So put that in. Again, just measure with my heart. And then stir it up. And kind of get most of the sourdough starter lumps out, but I think it's okay if you still have some before you add your flour.
Do you want one of those whisks?
No, I think this will be good. And I'm just going to use this one to help mix until I get to the point where I want to do it with my hand. Okay, now I'm going to add my flour, which is 3 1/2 cups. I use all-purpose. So just put it all in there and then start stirring it up. And when I get most of it done, then I may go back in at the very end with my hands. Just depends on how it's coming together.
Is there a reason you use the all-purpose flour instead of self-rising?
Well, I think, again, I'm no baker, but the sourdough starter is your yeast for this, so it is your rising agent.
Okay.
In the bread.
It did rise yesterday. So, while you're doing, I'm going to show this. Whoops. She has this band on here, and yesterday when I took it out of the refrigerator for her, it was down to here. And overnight it had popped up to about here. So it really risen.
So I'm just going to add just a little bit more water and wet my hand, because that way it won't stick so bad. And then just get in here with my hand and get it mixed on up.
Yeah. You're not supposed to over-mix it, are you?
I haven't really heard anybody say anything about over-mixing.
Maybe that's on biscuits.
Yeah, definitely on biscuits, I believe.
It might have something to do here too. I don't know.
And again, you're supposed to have what they call a shaggy dough, so I'm thinking that looks pretty shaggy.
Yeah, I was going to say don't overdo it.
But I just want to get it all mixed to where I don't have any
But
flour.
you are going to fold it and all, so you'll get doing that again.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm going to take it over here. Set it on the stove. And then I wipe my hands off good, because you don't want all this stuff going down the sink, because it will clog up your sinks.
Yep. We found that out here a few weeks ago, but it also might be because after almost 27 years of buildup.
Okay, now I'm going to put some plastic wrap over it. Set my timer for 30 minutes. And then I'll come back and do the first set of stretch and folds and also add my salt at that time.
Good job.
Okay, my timer went off, so now I'm going to do my first set of stretch and fold, plus I'm also going to add my salt. So I'm just going to add my salt first. Our particular recipe calls for like 1.5 teaspoons. Then I'm going to go wet my hand so the dough doesn't stick to me. And then just pull up, fold over. Pull up, fold over. This is supposed to be building the gluten in the bread, I think. One more here, and then I'll cover it back up, let it sit for 30 minutes, and then come do another one. Now we're going to do the second of 3 stretch and folds. Now I'm going to cover it up, wait another 30 minutes, and then we'll do our last. Okay, this is going to be my last stretch and fold, and then we'll just let it set and this one up better.
Is it real doughy feeling, or is it hard? Or?
Well, it's getting less sticky. I mean, it's doughy feeling, but
But it looks like when you stretch it, it's like denser or something than, say, like on the wheat bread we did.
yeah. Okay. Just going to cover it up now and let it sit and do it. I think it's called bulk fermentation. Anyway, where it rises and needs to
So let's take a look at it here.
double
before
in size.
So this is what it looks like now. And how long does it take?
I'll probably have it at least 6 to 8 hours sitting in
Okay.
here.
So we will, it is 1:22 now. So 9 o'clock tonight probably then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, it is 9 o'clock now, and I'm going to try and shape up my bread and go ahead and cook it tonight. So I'm going to take the plastic off here so you can see where it's risen.
Yeah. really risen.
So I'm going to flour my surface here. I'm going to turn it up and should start coming out here.
There it comes. I can see it on the bottom. Yes.
You're supposed to just kind of let it fall, I
Yep.
think.
It's coming. Wow.
But I think it should have come out more clean. So I'm not sure what that means if I'm done, if I haven't let it set long enough or too long. But anyway, here we go. It's kind of sticky.
So what are you doing now?
I am just going to try to shape it up here a little bit. A little flour on it here. And then I just need to press it out. At least this is the way the people in videos that I watch do it. And they fold it over to one side, fold it over to the other side, and then they just start and they push and pull and push and pull. I don't know if I do this right or not, but I kind of turn it as I'm pushing and pulling. It's supposed to kind of close up the bottom and make your dough in a nice shape. Alright, so I think I'm just going to take it. I'm going to go ahead and cook it tonight. I'm going to put it over here on my parchment paper and let it set for 20-30 minutes maybe until the oven gets good and preheated.
What do you have it set at?
425.
Okay.
And then I'm going to cook it covered for 45 minutes and then take the lid off for another 15 minutes. So
Okay. Well,
we'll be back.
okay, she's pulling out her pot now. I talked her into preheating these things, so if it messes up, it's my fault. That looks good though. Well, get the bread. I was filming the refrigerator for some reason.
So I'm just gonna put a little bit of flour on top. And then just score it with my knife. I don't have all the fancy stuff that some people do. But you do this so it won't explode. So it has a room to breathe and expand. And I'm just going to take it and put it in the pot. Put the lid on. And set it back and for 45 minutes with the lid on. And then I will take the lid off for the last 15 minutes.
All right.
Okay, the buzzer went off, so let me go ahead. If you want to come over here and take a look, I'm going to take the lid off.
Whoa. That's really risen in there.
Yes, it has. So, all right. We're going to close it back up, let it cook another 15 minutes.
All right. Are you happy with the way it looked there?
I am. I feel so much better. Maybe I'm doing something right now. All right, the timer went off, so I'm going to pull out my bread now.
Looks great.
This is the best looking loaf I've made in a while.
Get in here. Does look good, don't it?
I hope it will taste just as good as it smells.
Smells awesome.
And that's it.
So, Melody makes sourdough bread.
We'll try.
All right. It is now 10:30, so I can already just tell you it's going to be good. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. So I finally got a decent loaf of sourdough. At least on the outside it looks decent. So I'm going to try and cut it and see how the inside looks. I think it looks pretty good.
Looks great.
Yeah. So let me just... So now we'll make us a little taste test piece. There you go. I think it turned out good, finally.
I love the taste of the sourdough.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm proud of this one. Now
Good.
maybe my sourdough dry spell is over.
All right.
Bye.